Good day, brothers and sisters. Wisdom at Dawn, episode 311. Teachings for Eliminating Defilements, a limited thought by Sister Wang Xiu-Ching. In the following verse, the desires of sentient beings give rise to defilements. Their afflictions have as many differences as the number of sands in the Ganges. The Buddha, with his nature of true suchness and purifying wondrous wisdom, taught according to capabilities and understanding. Master says, even during the Buddha's era, kingdoms invaded and fought each other, not to mention in our time. Nowadays, people want to grow their businesses. They want to continuously expand their influence. They create a business in this country and then hope to continuously expand internationally. And they want their businesses to be widespread and franchised. Indeed, we are very small, but our desires are very big. There are people who are willing to pass on the Buddha's ideas, but not many truly aspire to spread the Dharma. So, therefore, the Dharma is not widespread in this world. Yet sentient beings' desires are always growing. The population is always increasing, and in such a world, many people are not yet able to hear the right Dharma. This practice of chanting was very popular for a period of time. Although the Buddha Dharma was in this world, spiritual practice stopped at chanting. Originally, we often say, when chanting the Buddha's name, we must take him to heart. If the Buddha is in our hearts, then our hearts will be a pure land. Today, Master shared a story about Mr. Zhang, who was a lay practitioner in Yuanlin. When he first started, he was very reverently learning the Buddha's way by constantly chanting the Buddha's name. His chanting was always very reverent. Now, living next door to him is one of our commissioners, Sister Yu. She felt that since Mr. Zhang was a devout Buddhist practitioner, if she could bring him into Tzu Chi, he would be a promising seed. Since he was very good at explaining the Dharma, she wanted to recruit him. Thus, whenever she saw him, she always spoke to him about Tzu Chi, and Mr. Zhang always told her to chant the Buddha's name instead, because chanting Buddha's name purifies the mind. He always say, I just want to focus on chanting his name. I don't want to contrive affinities with anyone. I don't want to join any organization. I only want to wholeheartedly chant the Buddha's name. But Sister Yu did not give up. This went on for quite a number of years. Then one day, Sis Yu said to him, Mr. Zhang, since you chant the Buddha's name so well, but you don't want to do Tzu Chi work, why don't you teach me the Dharma? It is time for you to transform me. When Mr. Zhang heard our commissioner say that, he suddenly fell quiet and reflected on himself. Indeed, how should I transform you? I only know how to chant the Buddha's name to have a pure mind. So how can I transform you? What can I use to transform you? At that time, the 9/21 earthquake happened. And in Nantou and central Taiwan, many houses collapsed, causing many injuries and fatalities. When he saw this, he suddenly realized and felt, by only chanting the Buddha's name, how many people can I really help? He came to a realization and he knew what to do. So he quickly told the commissioner, Sis Yu, I want to join and help with the 9/21 earthquake relief efforts. From then on, he got involved. He very joyfully volunteered and felt that those who help others are true bodhisattvas. Later, he even got involved with recycling work. And he even erected a very large bamboo bank at the recycle station. And written on it was these words, conserve water, electricity, rice, and carbon. He wrote all these things on it, and many people who lived in the village asked him about it out of curiosity, and when they did, he would tell them about Tzu Chi's principles. Now, living in that community, he transformed many others, to do recycling. Master asks, isn't this teaching according to capabilities? Doesn't this lead to a better understanding of how the sutra is the path and the path is the road to walk on? Therefore we say, maintain the Buddha in your heart and the Dharma in your actions. Practicing Dharma in daily life will naturally bring samadhi and purity. Every action can be a practice of samadhi. Our every action can be like the Buddha's. If we take the Buddha to heart, we will manifest the Dharma in our actions. For the Buddha Dharma to be present in this world, there must be people who are willing to go among others to transform sentient beings. We must examine ourselves for these problems to see whether we were being stingy, greedy, jealous, or heavily defiled by afflictions. We must first understand ourselves in order to understand others. Therefore, be mindful always. 感恩 for listening in. May wisdom and inspiration be with all always.